Good news, we are 10 pounds down since I started a little over 2 weeks ago. I've been weighing myself on Saturdays, and hell yeah, we are 10 pounds down. As you can see here, we started at 318, I'm now at 308. And we'll see how much faster this weight comes off at first, because again, like in my last video, like my brother said, when you're so overweight, it just comes off quick at first, and then you hit an area where it's like, oh man. And I'll be giving these weight updates every now and again. I'm not gonna wait like a month to give them, but I also don't want to be like, hey, I lost another pound. But hell yeah, 10 pounds down. I can already sort of tell putting on my belt. Sick as hell. Got me a brand new pair of these fancy Adidas running shoes, folks. These were $46.50 on sale at Kohl's. They're like almost exactly the shoes that I have now, but mine are gray now and they're a little different, but I've been wearing them for about a year and a half, and I'm ripping a freaking hole in the side of the one where my pinky toe sticks out. So this is a year and a half of wearing these. Tread is, I don't know, it could be better, but it's not terrible. Like, they still feel good to walk in. But if I'm gonna go on this weight loss journey, I'm definitely gonna need those new kicks. Well, I'm gonna be late to work, but I'm gonna try to hustle. It's 7:45 a.m. It is motherfucking Tuesday, April 23rd. Dude, it's so funny. It's like 39 degrees and it's the end of April. And that's, again, I keep saying that's PA weather, but it's like cold again. And it's like, oh, okay, it's winter again. All right. All right, so I'm heading in. I got to take a big crap, dude. I know it's kind of gross, but like changing my habits and eating more fibrous stuff has made, for a little while, there's like an adjustment period where your body's like, what are you doing, man?
At my other store, people would go into my lockers and steal.
Bright and early, folks. First thing I do every shift is walk my aisles to make sure there's not, these things are called side stacks. And people love, the overnight dudes love to give us them overnight, and then we'll have too many in the aisles. 3 cock side stacks in a row. Gotta love cock. My moments. I received a new email. 4th anniversary. Started at the beginning of COVID, and here we are 4 years later. It's nuts. Space to get a door off of, but it's for the film. What the hell was that? Piece of wood. And did you ever hear that song by Dire Straits? It's like, you play the guitar on the MTV. Yeah, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. I'm thinking I'm going to do a 1 p.m. lunch, if that's okay. Yeah. And then, yes, spotlight's at 2. So that anniversary email that I got earlier of 4 years on the job, I got this job that I'm working at the beginning of COVID. Very stressful time. Everyone thought their relatives were going to die. And while everyone was inside and working from home, I did the opposite and I went and worked there. Really stressful, wearing the masks all day, running around, everyone's scared. I was 188 pounds, I want to say, when I started that job 4 years ago. And stress eating, for pleasure and to relieve stress is what ballooned me up to 318 pounds over 4 years. And that's been a common theme in my life forever, my whole life, is eating for, you know, to feel good, and eating when I'm sad, and eating when I'm scared, eating when I'm nervous, and having that knee jerk into, hey, it's a day off, let me eat a pizza because of how stressful yesterday was. I'll reward myself. The whole thing going forward is changing that response, changing that knee jerk, and instead of knee jerk, you filter it through the brain, you know, I do, and I say, all right, you know, I caught myself thinking this the other day when I was a day off and I wanted to eat a pizza. I was like, nope, we don't do that anymore. We don't go, all right, I deserve it. You know, it's like every now and again, maybe, but right now we're losing weight. Instead of saying, hey, I'm really angry right now, I'm really sad or upset, analyzing why, say why am I? Okay, let's feel that emotion, and let's go on a walk, go on a bike ride, go on the exercise bike, drink a big old thing of water. I know that's not gonna solve your problems. I know that going and exercising doesn't solve your problems, but it's just replacing that habit of wanting to sit down and gorge on food with, you know, dealing with your emotions and issues another way. So I've been fat on and off since I was 9 years old. So that was 3rd grade. That's when I can first remember starting to get fat. And then, you know, till I was 14, I was pretty fat. Then I lost a lot of weight at 14. And then it really wasn't until later at 19 that I got really fat again. Lost weight. There's been so many of, like, very, very extreme too, not like 10 pounds, like, you know, 60 plus pound yo-yoing, I guess you would call it. I mentioned in the first episode that it's hard to wipe my butt. It's hard to wash all of my body. It's hard to clip my toenails. Getting winded all the time. Even just trying to bend down and like tie my shoe. Like when I tie my shoe, I have to like sit down, and then like it's still really uncomfortable. So many quality of life things, and obviously the thing of like being like, dude, you want to be confident, you want to look your best. And also, it's not just the looking better part too that helps your confidence. It's the feeling better, moving around, not being as tired all the time. Because again, I have these points of reference I look back at, and I'm like, oh man, summer 2010, when I went from 245 to 185, I just remember feeling so much better and more confident and more willing to go hang out with friends and, you know, see family members and stuff. Done with work. Dude, I'm like so tired for some reason. Well, the reason being that I didn't sleep very well last night. And I woke up at 7 after getting 3-4 hours of sleep. You know, that happens sometimes. I'm going to suck back a Monster when I get home, a zero sugar Monster. And then I think I'm going to go for a little stroll around the neighborhood. I try to, in these videos, focus on talking about the weight loss, but also doing things that are interesting. So I'm not just sitting here saying, feel bad for me, I'm fat, what do I do? But, you know, we'll make it a healthy mix of the two. And I'll give the updates, and I'll talk, you know, we're going to be getting into exercises too. You know, when I hit that 300-pound mark, which is going to happen very soon, I'll start to hit it harder with the kind of cardio and stuff.
Adidas. All day I dream about cigarettes. All day I dream about slimming down.
So 220 calories of smoked salmon with a 10-calorie Monster for a total of 230 calories. I'm going to eat this, maybe play some Resident Evil 4 Remake, and then I'm going to hit the exercise bike in the living room, baby. I'm listening to a podcast. I'm 33 years old, and I'm over 300 pounds. Let's get the shoes on. my God, guys. Yet again, it's Future Chuck here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Smack that like button, slap the subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed, and drop a comment down below telling me what's going on. We've jumped back on the wagon, so to speak, for this weight loss journey, and I'm going to see it through until we're at 185 pounds. Again, guys, thank you so much. I will see you for another video very soon.